None.
Well,
That's insane, dude. Let me pop out my chat here. There you go. Now everybody can see your gorgeous faces. Talk about crazy things. Mostly things that are completely, well, mostly stuff that I pick. You know, me and Steve picks, and we have a very fucked up sense of humor, messed up sense of humor. I don't give a damn. My thing's labeled for profanity. So, um, we have a fucked up sense of humor. So we've decided to weigh in on everything from politics to religion to what kind of toilet paper you use in the bathroom. Quilted? Half a ply, right? I'm very poor.
Why would you spend all that money on your butthole?
Oh, I'm getting verklempt right now.
you gotta make sure you have a clean butthole. That's important. Like,
Dude,
you ain't got a clean butthole, that's just out.
So the surprise subject, the first surprise subject for tonight is: are you a front wiper or a back wiper?
You can tell a lot about a man by the way he wipes.
Yes, we can.
Or a woman.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yo,
I say, I don't want to know what goes on down there. I eat at the restaurant next door.
So you wouldn't eat the vagina, but you would eat the place where the excrement floats out.
Listen to the way you think, man. There's a problem with you.
And you're just figuring.
I tell her all the time, like, I don't want to know what goes on with the butthole because I eat at the restaurant next door. Right now, it's got a quality rating. I find out what goes on next door, it might drop a couple notches, you know?
Dude, yo, have you ever dated a front wiper?
Negative. Not that I know of.
Steve.
Yeah, not that I know of, but I would have shut that shit down if I find out.
Absolutely.
Ew.
Yo, well, you gotta imagine, dude. There's got to be clues to the fact that she's a front wiper.
Yeah,
you gonna
she's walking around with a squishy sound every time she makes steps.
Or you hear that? What is that? Why does it sound like maracas every time you walk?
Yeah. Kind of smells like shit. That's a good indicator.
Bitch, you wearing corduroy underwear? What's that sound?
What is that sound? Why does it seem like your vagina smokes every time you walk? That is a salty vag if I ever saw one. So
that's the first topic of the night. What are we going with,
so that was the first topic. Front wiper or back wiper?
I hate this
Wait, you're not.
All right, so subject number one for tonight is the ridiculousness between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, okay? The fact is, if you go look at the contract for Jake Paul, this is how badass Tyson is, okay? The man not only said he would lose 100 pounds, not that Jake Paul had to gain 100 pounds, he said he would lose 100 pounds. Then there's written in there, if Jake Paul starts to lose, his brother gets to come in and fight Tyson, and Tyson agreed to this. Yeah, because remember, that's why they said this isn't a real boxing match. And Tyson even said, Tyson said that he's going to make sure that after this, neither him or his brother ever want to come to boxing. That's his point, is to make sure that Jake Paul or his brother never will come to the sport of boxing after Tyson is done with them.
Hey, not if, but when that old man goes in there and knocks both them boys out, I'm gonna laugh my ass.
To go on record saying Mike Tyson's going to walk in there, turn into the lion that he used to be immediately.
Oh, have you seen his?
Break his fucking jaw in one hit.
Dude,
there will be no more questions.
Dude, if you watch the training videos of Jake Paul's like, and it's standing, he's like sitting on a bench and standing, and they're like, and Mike Tyson is knocking his trainers.
I don't think any of the young people in this generation have seen Tyson's knockout.
Tyson is a monster, dude.
Has fucking trains for hands.
No, and then on top of that, do you know his problem with the 3 rounds? If he didn't knock you out by the 3rd round, he wore out. Well, after training with Jean-Claude Van Damme and a couple of other motherfuckers, that motherfucker got extensive, like he can go all 12 rounds with you, no problem. No problem.
You know what this whole fucking Tyson versus Jake Paul reminds me of? It reminds me of that first round on regular Nintendo on Mike Tyson's Punch Out with your glass jaw Joe.
Oh yeah. Dude, you know what cracks me up, right? What cracks me up is that Jake Paul thinks because he came from wrestling, right? Remember he was in the UFC and got his ass handed to him. That's why he went to the WWE. Because he thought he was going to be Mr. UFC mixed martial arts fighter, and then got his ass literally handed to him by a dude half his size. And he went to, and WWE gave him the contract after that. Now he's gotten too big for his britches and forgot that half of WWE is choreography, and that you work with your other. See, in boxing, you're not working with your other dude to throw jabs and punches at a certain time, or to grab you at a certain time, or tap you on the leg to let you know you're about to fucking go into a. No, he's just gonna beat your fucking head off. And Tyson is good for beating your fucking brains in.
Yep.
He bit a dude's ear off.
Dude, because he
doesn't want to go back to boxing because his ego will take over and he'll turn into a monster.
That's exactly. He said it in podcast after podcast.
Monster and think you're not going to get your fucking jaw broken? Or maybe he does. Maybe the dude doesn't want to fight anymore. He wants to go out in a blaze of glory. Maybe he likes getting hit at this point and he wants to hit up against the brick wall, give the fucking legend his due. But I don't see that happening because it's disrespectful to call this man out for a fight. He's fucking goddamn 60 years old.
Yo, and he's the world heavyweight super heavyweight champion. They had to they made a new division of boxing for Mike Tyson. He was so fucking massive. The super heavyweight division. That's how massive he got 5 years after boxing, that they had to make a new division for Mike Tyson. And Evander Holyfield barely made it in there.
Yeah, barely. Yeah. And then got his ear.
And that was because Mike Tyson was legitimately losing. He was losing in the points. Because, see, the one thing that people didn't understand about Holyfield is that Holyfield was a tactician fighter, not a brute fighter. Tyson's a brute fighter. So what Holyfield's going to do is just keep doing like Muhammad Ali would do. And dance around you and let you keep swinging at me. And as soon as I see you're getting tired, I'm laying into you. And that's
going to wear him down. Tyson's going to go in there and go punch for punch.
Right. And Holyfield knew he could take it. Holyfield knew as long as he didn't take that one to the head, he could take it all day. He could take Tyson's body punches all day.
Another thing people aren't thinking of, there's a lot of people that are saying like, oh, it's a sparring match and they're using like fluffy gloves, basically. It doesn't matter.
Fluffy gloves are worse. Have you ever fought with just fist gloves? Fist gloves are worse.
You could put a straight up pillow on the end of his fist. He'll still knock your ass fucking
dude,
across the
he's going to split. I'll guarantee you in the first, I'd be willing to lay money that he goes in there and he splits Jake Paul's fucking old school boxing style, goes in there and splits his fucking eyebrow open right out the gate and put blood all in his eye, and then he's just going to lay into him.
They're going to let his brother step in for him. Dude, okay, he's going to knock out Jake Paul, his brother, his dad, his mom.
Dude, I don't think Jake Paul's brother is even boss enough to be even ballsy enough to step into the ring.
Logan Paul knows how to fight, but he's hated. This man's he stole money from so many people with that fucking NFT shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's on the Enron scale.
To be the heel.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's like on Enron level.
Into the Netflix age.
And
they want to script some shit.
That's what they're trying.
Tyson signing on is if those fucking disrespectful little fags get their asses beat. That's the only way I see it happening.
Well, see, what I'm thinking is that this is Jake Paul thinks that this is his way of.
And Jake is calling out a legend in his 60s.
Look at it like this, though. What? No matter what,
he's
No matter
not.
what.
He's probably like, okay, come on, I want to feel.
No,
a little
but Jake,
motherfucking
Jake,
emotion."
Jake is fucking pumped up on his own ego because of the WWE.
Right. But regardless, he's going to walk in that ring. He could get knocked out and piss himself in the first 10 seconds. You know how much money that man's making from this fight?
Not just that, the recognition alone. The recognition, Tyson
Bro,
basically wrote this man's check for him.
I would take that haymaker to the chin, right? Bro,
Dude, the haymaker heard around the world. Fuck yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, even if they had to wire my shit, they wire my shit back together, dude. Dude, Jake
I'll wake
Paul, look,
fucking later. It'll be cha-ching.
I know what Jake Paul's trying to do. I can see it right now. He's going down for the NFT thing, and the WWE isn't paying enough to cover the NFT thing. And so there he can't maintain both. So now what is he gonna do? He's gonna try and jump in the ring because he gets paid either way with Tyson.
Those are two different.
Right.
What?
Logan Paul did the NFT thing. Jake Paul's the.
Oh, well, they're both getting in the ring with Tyson.
I don't know about that. You're the only person that said that.
That's literally announced from the Sports Center. The rules of the
Isn't Netflix,
huh?
isn't this sponsored or run by Netflix or something?
What the boxing match? I think so, but I think he's angling to get his own wrestling. I don't think he's as popular as he was supposed to be on the WWE, and I think that this is his way of securing like Mr. T and the celebrity wrestling match of the very first WWE. He's trying to redo that because he's beat by Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, these guys. You mention their names and everybody knows who the fuck these guys are.
Yeah.
The Rock. You get what I'm saying? Nobody knows who the fuck Jake Paul is unless you got ripped off by him.
Yeah, that's true.
Or you
That's
kept
true.
up with NXT, the new booties of wrestling. He just got inducted into the real WWF.
Imagine edited, like they don't actually do it.
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised in this day and age if they didn't fucking
Right?
CGI that shit.
AI shit. Like,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They AI'd it and then planned it. But really, that's not what it is. Because Tyson is really boxing. This motherfucker is, when you see him in training, he's
so I know
knocking,
it's
yeah, he's knocking the fucking gloves off his trainer, dude. He's
not,
smacking
yeah,
him.
that's a good act if they did AI it and they like prep it and just do all these things.
They don't need the AI Tyson. I mean, there's no way.
Well,
Dude, go.
So the gloves thing is a rumor. It says there are rumors that they've been using. They will be using 18-ounce gloves in order to prevent serious injury from either fighter, but they've neither been confirmed nor dispelled. So that could be up in the air. But
Well, I think if it's.
that's it. There's no other. They're not mentioning his brother at all. Whatever you heard is some
No, look. Hold
Babylon B stuff.
on.
Let's look up the official rules for the
Yeah.
match. I mean,
That's what I'm going to do right now. Live on
Yeah,
screen.
they're showing like official measurements, all the rules. They're not going to throw in some WWE shit. Fucking
Unless
brother
it's
comes
gonna
in
be
with a
like a
chair.
surprise.
No, it's not. It's not that the brother comes in with the
technically,
chair.
what the fuck they want. 'Cause it's official through any league, you know,
No.
through boxing, through UFC,
None of
through
this.
you know,
That's why they called it an
They-
exhibition match.
right. They can do whatever the fuck they want at the end of the day.
I'm reading this on USA Today. They said there's been a lot of haters spreading fake news about the rules of the fight, but it won't stop the tens of millions of views. And they said there's no headgear.
No headgear. Oh, that's bad for Jake Paul.
Rumors where there might be headgear.
Very.
Jake Paul.
Jake, but that dude. He needs headgear. He needs headgear to be going against Tyson, dude.
Dies from this, like for real.
He signs a waiver.
Oh.
They think that they're wearing 18-ounce gloves.
Do you know 18-ounce gloves are professional boxing, heavyweight boxing gloves? Like,
Yeah, but they have
That's-
they have padding to them, but still.
yeah, but that padding ain't shit. And then on top of that, you wrap your hands too. Have you ever been in a real boxing match and had your hands wrapped, get hit with wrapped hands?
It's solid.
Yeah,
There you
it's
go,
a
no.
solid hit, dude.
Instead of getting hit
Yeah.
just right here, you're getting hit right here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then on top of that, the focal point is right here, but you're feeling it all in here.
And
And
that's
that-
how fucking old school boxers used to box.
Yep. And that glove is going to sting too. On top
No,
of the fact, that glove
dude,
is sting like you got
The elbow trick, the hand slide
Yep.
trick, the hand try that he don't know none of that shit. He's not his trainer isn't even an old school boxing trainer.
All right, now wait, hold on. Now on the off chance, on the 5% chance that Tyson takes a fall in this fight, how shitty is this dude gonna look to the world? right?
I don't think it
Like,
was.
what, I'm saying,
That's
what's the win?
really, it's really a lose-lose for Jake Paul because you beat the shit out of
It
an
is.
old boxer, or
Yeah.
I mean, where,
If you beat him 30 years ago, even 20 years ago, okay. You beat a 60-year-old.
dude,
man.
even 10 years ago, Holyfield fought his last match at 49 years old against Tyson.
Yep. Yep. Hey, like honestly, any of us do that shit, we're going to jail for elderly abuse.
Yeah, oh yeah. And
You know?
the thing is for me is that you really need to be worried about a 60-year-old man that is not worried about jumping in the ring with your 30-something-year-old ass. And you're physically fit, you work out every day, you got workout videos, you're pumping iron, and Tyson's like, "Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. I'm going to take you out of boxing permanently." Like
Yep.
without hesitation.
Because he's that good.
What'd you say, Nick?
Maybe that's his way of segueing to the UFC. Maybe that's like.
He already got beat out of the UFC.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like maybe that's like he.
Dude, if you go see the one shit, the dude, he was running from his opponent. He was running away from his opponent in the ring. Just kind of once he caught that good one to the head.
Either way, though, they're gonna have everyone watching.
Dude,
Everyone's gonna be
That's
watching.
the whole.
I'm gonna watch.
They're winning regardless.
People are betting on this shit too.
I mean, Jake Paul, it's a lose-lose war, but you know what? It's a win-win. Nobody's losing in this fight.
No, I
No
mean
matter how it goes.
look at all that. Look at all.
Are they having an in-person event or are they doing like a stream or some shit?
No, it's an in-person and a stream.
Do some crazy fucking AI.
That's what she was just saying.
That's what I just
Spectacular.
said.
And just make $1 billion.
I literally just said that. I said, what if it's
Yeah,
all
but
set up?
but Tyson would not be training this hard.
That's true.
Why not?
No, dude,
Just for the
those
look?
fucking videos he had.
Dude, he looked into the camera and said, "Jake Paul, I'm going to take you out of boxing permanently," and said, "Watch." He did. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
You still want to fuck with me?
Yeah. Oh, right, you little bitch. You still want some of this?
Can act.
But first of all, have you ever seen a Tyson movie? He is not a good actor at all.
Yeah.
Dude,
Man,
even
Hangover, he was horrible.
dude, if you watch him in what was it called? Bloodsport, right? The new one. He's in the new Bloodsport movie that they just did, Bloodsport something or other, where fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme's locked up in prison and he's blind and he's the blind martial artist, right? And this guy literally cannot act. It's just Mike Tyson being Mike Tyson.
But he's in his element. He knows how to act.
He does not know how to act. That's what I'm telling you. He's
No.
Mike.
That's his element.
So I do kind of have to agree with you, bro. I do have to agree with her because it's just like any other matchup, bro, and you're familiar with it. Like right now, I got the battle with Town Boss. You know what I mean? Like I'm that motherfucker confident because I know I'm gonna win. But if it was Spec Arson, I'm still gonna walk in that bitch just as confident, just as cocky, and talk that same amount of shit, even if I know I'm gonna get my ass whooped.
And if you know that you're gonna get like $1 million from this,
Exactly, even more so. Yeah.
and that goes on to our next topic.
You know, that's where I was gonna go with it. Topic number 2. So we're done with the Jake Paul. So let to close this subject off. Who thinks that who's taking Tyson and who's taking Paul? Because right now I'm Tyson.
Tyson.
Yeah, Tyson all day.
Yeah. So the panel agrees that if
Because he's black. I'm just kidding.
Jesus
Always
Christ,
bet
man.
the black guy in the fight.
Always. Just like when you go to court, always bet on the Jewish lawyer.
That's
Lahaim. Listen to me. When people are good at something, they're good at something, dude. That's just what it is.
Bet the underdog.
Bet the underdog. That's true. That's true.
Underdog.
Dog. Always bet the underdog.
Do you guys know
What?
where's the fight taking place at? Is it in Vegas?
Yeah, Vegas.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Las Vegas fight. I think they're actually doing it at the Luxor or whatever. What is it? The Luxor? The old school?
Yep.
Where they used to have boxing matches? Where Mike Tyson started his career? How ironic would it be if he smashed that poor kid's head off his shoulders in the place he
Oh man,
knocked his very
It's gonna
first
be
motherfucker
worse.
out?
the worst black on white violence and nobody went to jail like I've ever seen.
Yo,
Like,
You know what?
God,
They really should have did it, added insult to injury, and did it at Madison Square Garden, so he could catch an
ooh,
ass whooping in the heart, in the home of
yeah, yeah.
WWE.
But you know what? He ain't got the rep to be there, dog. He don't deserve to be at Madison Square.
Like literally, like yeah, he doesn't. He really doesn't. Not even in the
Nope,
WWE. Not even in WWE.
nope,
That
nope.
motherfucker steps on stage and he gets booed automatically. Automatically. Nobody in the W. I don't even know why they probably just to have somebody to boo. Because Vince McMahon is like that. He will
Yep.
hire
Yep.
you because everybody hates you. Whatever it
Yeah,
takes.
but how hype people are getting.
That's true. That's true. We made a whole podcast about
Of course we did.
it. So, okay, so subject number two. So, for subject number two, we have an interesting subject called "Is it gay for pay?" And it's a subject I talk about a lot. And it turns out we have a resident expert in being gay for pay. See, Toph, we have some history. Some history. Toph made his first millions doing a hot gay porn. If you go watch it, it's pretty hot. I'm not into gay porn, but it's pretty hot.
You made millions?
I didn't make quite millions, but I made some good
All
money.
right.
Tens of thousands.
I'll be gay for a million.
Sign
Yeah,
me
yeah.
up, holy shit.
I mean, talking the 5 figure range.
5
Well, you get paid. You get paid better if you're straight in gay porn, right?
Yes.
Just
You
saying.
know, the funny the way it started, my first one was more of just a buy scene. Like, to be honest with you, the
Oh,
chick I
so
was
you
with
were
at the time
groomed. You were
was
proper.
kind of worked in, yeah, you could say.
What the fuck?
Step up game. I,
Hey,
I lived it. I
but
lived in California. I know how it works.
hey, any real man does whatever it takes to take care of their kids, in my opinion. So I mean,
Amen.
bucket.
Amen. Literally.
I was a father, had to do what I had to do.
Yeah, that's true.
That is another.
Yeah.
That's a
Another
very
way to put on it. Like, yeah,
desperate.
conversation about that
Yeah.
person in our family.
Yeah.
Not about that, but I'm saying like when you have 3 kids, you kind
Yep.
of got to do anything you got to do to make
You
that
know
bread.
what?
Yeah.
I was in Arizona for the first time. I just moved out of California. I didn't know nobody. I couldn't find work. I was about to lose my apartment, and I had my 2 little girls who were 3 and 4 at the time, and it was just me. You know what I mean? And I was talking to the stripper. Stripper knew the guy that owned the website, and she's like, "Well, I can set you up. You know, he'll hook you up and put you to work." And when I found out what was up, I was like, "Motherfucker!" I went home, thought about it, and just you got to do what you got to do. You know
Listen,
what I mean? Like,
my theory on it is that most people take it in the ass their entire life and barely make minimum wage. So you're ahead of the game. You know what I'm saying? In more than one
very
way.
true. But you know what? I will say this is where, and anybody that's watching that hears this shit or whatever, if
Yeah.
you're faced with that opportunity to do that, and you're forced to go to that level, own it, handle it, and do your thing. Because
Mm-hmm.
you know what? I've been rapping for a long time, bro, and I was rapping a long time before that
Mm-hmm.
happened. When that happened, I made a decision just to focus on my daughters, focus
Mm-hmm.
on a regular 9 to 5, went to work for AAA, and I set down the microphone. I didn't fuck with it again until I was like 37, 38. And I wish that was a mistake because I was afraid of that coming out in the open.
Mm-hmm.
Now I do that battle rap, the last battle
Mm-hmm.
I had, and this guy wants to throw it out. And what happened? I flipped it on him quick.
Mm-hmm.
And I got no backlash over it. I feel like a dumbass. I wasted 10 years where I could have been perfecting my shit. And
Yeah, right. Over
for
a
what?
fear. Over a
Yep.
fear of other people, that what they might think.
Okay.
And then
Actually,
really
just own it. Just have to
you
own it. It's nowadays.
you should really feel fucking bullshit about waiting all that time now after the Diddy stuff come out.
Dude, everything. Like the whole world. I mean, the fucker. My daughter's not my son, and I don't know how the fuck to deal with that shit. Like, but I was worried about doing that. Like, man, this world's all fucked up. So now, what's the point? Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like an ass,
Yeah.
but you live, you learn.
So for me, I don't think that first of all, if you really go look at the stats, right? So there's a lot of homophobic people out there that are homophobic because they did something gay in their past. And you find out that most males have their first sexual experimentation with other males, right? And when you get some of these guys, a lot of these guys out here, they want to act as though, oh well, you know what? It it's truly a societal cultural thing. Because if you go other places like France, Canada, gay people are everywhere. You don't really notice them because they kind of just blend in with the other NPCs, you know what I'm saying? And wherever you're at.
Well, you're mixing two things together now, though. You're mixing gay people and work.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
no,
true.
no,
That's
no,
true.
no. But see, that we said, is it gay for pay?
Well, that's the other part of why
So what?
he's on here, though. You're not a gay man.
No,
No, not at all.
So
In fact,
I think that's the point.
right.
I mean, yeah.
It's not like
No.
the money turned you or anything. It's kind of like
No,
you just took
Money
the
would turn me quick.
That's the other thing too. Like we talk about
Hold on.
women are sluts kind of thing, and men aren't.
Yeah, it's a
Right.
double standard, right? It most definitely
It
is.
is a double standard that way. Like if you see a woman like, hey, I have 2 kids, I did porn, or I'm a stripper, like to get by, like okay.
Oh,
you got
well,
both
you had to
jobs.
do what you had to
Or even,
do.
like paying for college or something. Like okay, that's what you did to get
Yeah.
by. Like,
And
Yeah, right,
that's all
right.
we make out.
The means
But you
to
know
an
what?
end.
Right. And honestly, I'm not proud of it. I didn't enjoy it. It wasn't the first choice of things I could have done. But now I'll sit here at 40 years old and say, fuck yeah, I'm glad I did that shit. Because these motherfuckers out here are stupid. First of all, half these guys are so homophobic they won't do nothing. Your G-spot's in your anus, dude. Let your chick go to town on you. Let her your ass or something like that. You go enjoy the fuck out of it. But
Steve
most
knows
dudes are
all about that.
I'm just saying, like, I mean, it opened your mind to another. Basically, it kind of gave me the whole thought process of like, okay, give shit the old college try. Like, if you know you're absolutely not going to be into it, then don't do it. But if you got a question about it, fuck it, try it. Why the fuck not? What do you have to worry about? Because if you do enjoy it and you don't try it, you're going to miss out. And you only live once. So you might as well fucking do it, you know?
Mhm. It's a good point. It's a valid point.
sketchier things for less.
I mean, I could have went out, I could have hit a lick, and then I would have been staring at, 200 guys' dicks for the next 6 years, sitting in prison every time we took a shower, instead of maybe 1 or 2 guys' dicks sitting next to me watching fucking porn or whatever, And so, it's kind of weigh the odds, you know what I mean? Like, it just.
You kind of got to
And
weigh.
you know what else I found out? In doing that, I learned one critical thing. I don't like dick.
He's like, and I am 100% sure about that.
If I you know what I mean? Gay family members and shit like that, So if I had a question about it, I found out for sure which, where I stood. So,
because I've been to plenty of events, and the gay guys always hit you with, well, how do you know if you didn't try? So, and then when you reply back to them, I have, and I still don't like it, then they're like, what, you know what I'm saying? Straight up.
let me tell you, here's where the mind fuck is, though. I walk into this party at a photo shoot, and freaking gay guys everywhere, right? There's this dude sitting at the bar. Looks like my kind of people, He's got SRH spades. He's looking like a Cali boy, fucking got a bald ass head. He's big, he's swelled up. And
he said, hey, how you doing?
He talked even normal, bro. He could talk completely normal. But then about half an hour later, a crowd comes to the door. They come and join the party. And there's this big, hairy, fucking 400-pound guy, whatever. Dude hops up from the bar, runs over there, gives him a big-ass kiss. They're making out. And he turns around. He's like, yeah, I'm fucking gay. Anybody says anything about it, I'm going to knock you out and fuck you in the ass. And I just went, all right, then. Guess you can't, really pick them anymore. Like, you can't call them out in the crowd because.
Dude, I remember I was.
Yeah.
Yo,
Straight up.
look, it's
What's that?
Look, I was in Santa Cruz, California, right? And there was this dude, right? And I love this dude to death, dude. This dude, he's standing on, the Mexican, the norteños, you know what I'm saying? They're out there and they're huge. I mean, this dude's 6'3", 255, 265 pounds. I mean, pure, and that norteño tattoos all the way, sleeve down, all the way up, across his chest, across his back, right? So he's standing out there looking hella tough, right? And I'm like, man, what the fuck you looking at, bro? Like, fuck it. He said, you? I said, get the fuck out of here. I said, you got to be fucking with me right now. Because this dude looked like the biggest, baddest norteño gangster. I mean, he had the proper norteño tattoos that he earned his stripes and everything. So then one day I said, how'd you earn your stripes?
Where did you do your time at, bro?
What, when I did time? Santa Rita. Yeah, I did. I did a lot of time all over America. I did time in Santa Rita, Oakland downtown.
So then you already know. Like I've been locked up down in the IE, and then I was up in Delano for a little while. Okay, you already know us white boys. We don't play that shit, dog. We don't be doing towel slapping, none of that. You get broke the fuck off.
You get beat the
But
fuck down.
hey, training day was telling no lie when they said,
My ass.
homie.
Yep. He ain't lying, dude. Yo, you can like I would get away with a certain amount because of the way I am. I would get away with a certain amount of sex playing and fucking with people. But every now and then I would get an OG that rolled up on me and try to check me, and then I'd slap him on his ass and tell him good game. And usually these guys
Looking at 23 burpees every day for the rest of the week.
23 burpees.
You get or something if you don't get stabbed. Like
dude, crack me up there. What's the 23rd letter of the alphabet? W. White pride. And then he'd be King Saturn. White powder. White powder. Like, so I'd be like, so they come to try to check me the one day, like, yo, you can't be screaming that white powder shit. I said, well, it's kind of funny how you guys are all Z Kyle right here in jail, and then when you hit the streets, I'm like, let's break it down. So I'm like, yo, Richie, why is it again you don't like black folks? He said, oh, they're all crackheads and they can't keep a job. I said, okay, Richie, what are you in for again? He said, well, I was doing an armed robbery when I was all high up on crack. So you didn't have a job and you were high on coke, but you hate your black counterpart for this.
Yep.
The logic escapes me. It just escapes me. Like here's my major point, okay, to the white supremacists. I'd ask them all the time. If black folks aren't human and you rape them, what does that make you? And then you had babies with them and they're supposedly not human.
Right. I mean,
the logic escapes me.
Damn near every plantation owner was breaking off their black slaves.
They couldn't get enough of that black vagina.
Yep, exactly.
Warmer.
You got old Rosa Parks and her husband.
Look, you want to get canceled real quick? Listen to me. Listen to me. That's what happens when you let your white chicks lay around and just make babies all the time, be served all the time. They don't put in that work in the bedroom.
Yep. Nope. They went looking for.
Look, you can't whistle while you twerk if you never twerked. Part of twerking is working. You got to put the work in to twerk. Twerking is working.
You're too much, bro.
Have you ever tried to pop your ass? It is
negative.
It is not. And you were in a gay porn. I call foul. I call foul. I call cap. Have you ever tried to throw it back?
If anyone ever uses that in like a battle, you got to pull some shit like, nah, I wasn't in a gay porn. I was making racks while I was breaking backs or something.
Yeah. Yo, while I was taking that anus, I was receiving payment.
Yep. Like, you know what? Just my battle that's dropping tonight against old Pound Boss, because he came at me all hella disrespectful. I don't know where it came from. I have a slight idea, but he's just out of line. So I was like, "Fuck it, you want to play that game, dog? I'm about that shit."
It doesn't make sense to me either. You're all part of the same shitty rap crew.
Aside from that, though, but yeah, I ended up throwing up my video shit like 3 different times in that rap shit. Just flipped it on him, clowning him, and it's just
Dude.
you got to deal with that.
Dude,
Wait! I think I just figured this whole thing out. Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
No. Okay, wait. This whole question has gone back like when we were kids, right? It's probably before us, like gay for.
Oh yeah. The $1 million. Would you? Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, let me ask one question.
Oh, I just figured it out. The answer, they probably, bless you.
Bless you.
Okay, it probably got lost
Goddamn
in
Christians.
translation over the years, dude. But what I'm thinking is like the answer is if you're gay or not is if you say no. Okay, follow me. There's
Okay.
really no on the street situation where someone would be like, "Hey,
Indecent proposal, yeah.
Right, right, right.
Actually, that's not true. You've never lived in Cali, but go ahead.
Most people aren't worth $1 million to suck a dick. No one's worth that. You know what I mean?
Couple thousand, but go ahead.
It wouldn't happen.
Been
But
there.
The fact that you would say
Got the
like,
paycheck.
I don't know how to explain it. The fact that you would just say like,
No, I wouldn't.
no, I wouldn't. Like, it just means you're like,
You
you're
literally
gay
said
that you might.
though.
No, you're scared that you might like it. Kind of.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And by just saying no, like you're not
Right.
thinking of.
You're
like,
gay if you
this
don't do
is
it.
a real situation. Like someone actually comes up to you with $1 million fucking dollars.
That's different. It's $1 million.
Dude, you're gonna tell me, listen. You gonna tell me.
Something stupid.
Right.
You're
A
not
lot of
gonna-
folks would say no immediately. You know, they wouldn't even dare chance it because they're afraid to find out. Like,
Dude,
I
it's
see
like
what
it's
you're
like
talking about, you know?
it's like one of those things. Would you do you watch these videos all the time on YouTube where they'll do stupid shit for $20. For $20 fucking dollars, they'll stand there
How
and
many times have I hit you
Yeah.
up saying like, "Yo, have you thought about a bank or something recently?"
And actually,
and then you're gonna tell me
like,
I got plans. I say like, I mean like, call a fucking officer down all the way across town, hit the bank over here. You know what I mean? Like, layered kind of shit.
oh
We're
yeah.
we're
Peel back
thinking-
the onion.
We're thinking too schemy, I guess.
laziness.
Right.
Yeah, the
See my
take over.
Auditions open is what I'm asking.
right. Our audition.
Where are the auditions?
Does the level of wait, I have a question. Does the
Sure.
level
Is this an Indeed thing?
show you how gay you are?
That's another question too. I don't think so though.
The
I mean,
gay
and-
level?
and
Like, I'm saying, if you were
He's
over
like,
Yeah,
I'm
now
only
my-
like 31% gay. The other part of me is heterosexual.
No,
Hold on, let me-
because of the reason he was doing it, like to provide for his family. If he was offered $100, that would be kind of demeaning and gay. I don't think he would accept that. Am I right?
No, not a chance in hell. No.
Exactly.
Yeah, it took big
Did you
numbers.
know that that's
See, I'm mad that I took the $100.
something to save
Fuck.
your life,
If it's a
like,
down
If I would have
payment,
known I can make 6 figures off it, I definitely wouldn't have been taking the $100 tricks in the corner there with crackhead Bob.
Like, not in a racist way, but there can be no black dudes in there. Like, I'm not trying to get destroyed.
Yes, there are.
with some cash either. You know what I mean? Like,
He said, "Did you see? You obviously didn't see. You obviously didn't see Tove's porn. The motherfucker's hung like a fucking donkey, dude. You were gonna get your butthole tore up either way. You think gay guys
I
like
do
little
draw the line.
dicks? You
You
think
can
gay?
draw the line. There's enough other cats out there. They'll fill the slot with. Like, if you're like, nope, nope, ain't happening. You know, they'll swap it out with somebody. Or you'll just get less work.
Yeah,
You say yes, get all the work all day. You know, like,
he said.
girls can do anything, and like they could probably get paid just as much as you did, and it would be
it's fucked up. No. The girls
No,
can
chicks don't make as much money.
a lot more. Girls make a lot more.
Oh, really?
But I'm saying, like, they could do something stupid, and it
And-
doesn't have to be.
because it's a lot easier to put miles on a hoe.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't.
Listen, me, dude. I don't understand it because, like, I could stick my fucking ding dang in 100 bitches and never once be judged. Never once. No, I made lots of money to stick my dick in bitches, but
Kids across
I don't wanna-
America.
you obviously don't understand who I am. So,
I'm a billionaire, my guy.
let me explain you something.
You know, I have a
If it
question,
wasn't for
right?
if it wasn't for females, I probably would still be homeless, still be jobless, still be fucking jerking my dick behind the fucking color tile with a needle hanging out my arm. So, because I
Yeah,
really,
that's all bad.
because I really liked meth and jerking my dick. So, they were my two favorite pastimes.
I gotta say, now all these points that I'm referencing and the way things were, and you know, this is 20 years ago.
Mhm.
I mean, I was in my early 20s when this shit happened. So
And you didn't have
Like-
OnlyFans, X Video,
Nope.
Pornhub,
Nope.
these things.
lucky,
Dude,
like,
you
you get a YouTube MySpace.
dude, you used to have to search for like 2.5 hours just to find a titty pic on Google.
Oh, bro, I remember the day when you fucking would. Yeah, dude, we were at the homie's grandma's house, dude, and we're sitting out there at 2 a.m. waiting 45 minutes for this picture to get printed out from AOL dial-up. And then we're sharing the picture. Like, all right, I get it first. You get it first.
Of a leaked naked picture of a celebrity of a nip slip.
Yes,
I
yes.
guarantee that Homeland Security was watching my dad because there was nothing on that computer but nude 14-year-old girls, nude Avril Lavigne and shit. Everything I was searching because I was fucking 12.
Oh my
Oh my God! Wow.
god, dude! I'd be so mad to find out, dude, that
Monster at this house.
there is a straight up like John Wayne Gacy style pedo up in his bitch.
Across America, there has to be kids across America looking for porn their age range, and that's coming up in their parents' internet history.
First of all,
Yeah,
when I was 14, I was not trying to look at no 14-year-old girls. I was trying to look at some grown ass
trying to
women.
see fucking what's her name, Hillary Duff's titties, bro. Are you kidding me?
Mm-mm.
When I was
Bro,
Jennifer Love Hewitt, Holly
I was
Berry.
at 14. Chick that was gonna open the fucking legs real quick. I didn't give a fuck, dude.
There was a picture of Avril Lavigne. She was mooning people that went around. She
Oh,
was
I
doing
remember.
a Ferris wheel, and that
I
shit
remember.
went around. Everybody in school was fapping.
Wow.
In school. That was technically child pornography. She was like 16,
Right.
17 when that picture came out.
Just
That
like
was on everybody's computer.
just like they asked the Bad Baby, right? They go, yo, you had over 1 million people waiting for your OnlyFans for when you turned 18. So then they turned around and like you could tell that it never really dawned on her until this reporter turns around and goes, well, there's a lot of people that should be in jail right now then too, right? And you see this look on her face like, oh fuck, yeah, you're right. Like those were all pedophiles. She groomed herself. No, hell no, she didn't groom herself, dude. You need to go read.
She set up the OnlyFans?
No, well, I mean, yeah, of course she did, but she was groomed way. She was groomed,
She started collecting the
Dude.
money and say, okay, I'm gonna be a hoe then.
dude. They tried to send her ass, and that's why she's suing Dr. Phil right now because they sent her to that Christian rehabilitation camp, and the dude that ran the camp is a known pedo.
Did he touch her?
See,
Yeah,
this whole world is just too. These kids are too exposed to everything right now. Like, okay, my now stepdaughter was 11 at the time, bro, and her and my wife come down to go pick me up from the hood in San Bernardino from the spot, and dude, they're cruising down the street, and she looked around, she goes, it's like Grand Theft Auto out here. Are these girls working? Like, and that's 11 years old, bro. She knew what hooking was. She could spot it down the street and identified it as something in her video game. Like that. I don't know.
See, the big difference is that I actually I was raised as a street kid and I was raised half my life as a street kid. So the first thing I do is teach my kids how to identify dope dealers, hookers, basically the miscreants of if they hang out with dad, you probably shouldn't hang out with them.
It's
Yeah.
like it's the upbringing though that makes the difference because like you could
Right.
you could be around that shit and like take it a certain way as
Mhm.
a kid and like join that
Exactly.
shit and be a piece of shit, or just like be around it so much it's like, oh, it is what it is, move on with better things, and like as
Mhm.
a society we can like learn things quicker 'cause
Agreed.
it's already like, all right, that's already
Yeah.
what it is.
Well, see,
But it doesn't seem that
if you really look at what causes a
Just
lot
making
of the
everyone protecting classes and you're making kids feel
Mhm.
special when they don't have to be special.
I mean, dude, okay, so check it out. I read an article just a day or two ago where and I got into an argument with my son daughter about this bullshit because you know what, I love my kid to death. I'll say this much: I love her to death, and she's always gonna be my little girl. But she wants to be a boy, so
let her be a
her
boy.
responsibility. She's going to college. She has her apartment. You know what? I respect her choice. I do not agree with it, and we
Right.
have this discussion all the time. So, but you know, I read an article the other day that says Planned Parenthood suggests that parents should ask their toddlers whether they're a boy or a girl.
That's a ridiculous statement.
That is.
They're not
Tom McDonald
they're not
Sure.
self-aware
You know what I'm
enough
saying about
yet.
this? Listen, anybody over the age of 18 can do whatever they want.
Mhm.
Correct. Yeah.
Any
Exactly.
person, any human being is entitled to any thought that they want to have, even
Right.
delusion, even if it's delusion.
Right. You're
But
absolutely
the
right.
difference is when they want us to take part in that delusion, but they won't take part in what they think is our delusion.
Correct.
Well, now
And,
here's-
and vice versa, and that's the same problem I have with with our politics system, with our social system, because once you have it in our politics system, it starts to break down to our social system because people think that they can act like this now because our congressmen, our senators, our leaders act like this, so we can act like this. Okay, a good example I'm gonna say like this, right? When I was in jail, right? You'd have all these motherfuckers running around Peckerwood, I'm the head wood, I'm the head wood, I'm the head wood, right? Now what's funny is all these guys are all badass, tough white boy, white power, motherfuckers. Then the real motherfucker walks in the room. Then that motherfucker who's tatted from head to toe in swastikas and iron birds, and you could tell that this man has spent 90% of his life in the prison system, steps in the room, and all of a sudden these motherfuckers turn bitch quick.
Hold on, let me tell you something.
They fall right in line because the lead. But now, let me explain to you something. Now, if that leader walks in and he's a jokey guy and he's always making jokes and he's always acting cool and funny and all and shit like that, not a single motherfucking person in that thing will act right. They'll act a damn fool the whole time. They'll make jokes. They'll be stupid. They'll get themselves in trouble and they'll look stupid and foolish because that one dude walked in the pod and he was supposedly the alpha male and he acted a fool, so the rest of the people think they can act a fool, and it's monkey see monkey do. And so that's the biggest problem I have right now. It's either the right is swearing they're always right, or the left is always right. There's no in between where the left goes, oh well, they've got a point over there, and the right goes, oh well, they got a point over there. I agree with that point over there, and I agree. Two things can be true at once, right? You can be a conservative and also believe in the woman's right to choose. You can be a liberal and believe in women not having the right to choose.
Right, but see where they got us fucked up is
we're humans.
Our kids is okay. Now, no, Don, I know you have kids. Steve, you got kids? No. Okay. With the kids these days, now you're given this option, and if you don't agree with it or are willing to see their point of view and adapt to their lifestyle choices, you lose your kid.
They try to. They try.
So,
no, but I get what he's saying because
they try. They've tried with me over and over again.
No, not CPS. You're gonna lose the relationship. Your kid will turn on you.
Yes. So would you?
Well, yeah, but that also comes down to raising too, right?
No, not all the time. No, because every kid's independent, bro. We all wanted to do what we wanted to do, and we all bucked up against our parents for it too. But nowadays, you've got the schools being supportive of this. Yes. They can turn to almost anywhere and get assistance on fucking the parent out of their life.
Yeah, but yeah.
Little by little, we've allowed our society to let kids feel like they're special by just doing crazy things and not having any consequence for it.
Allowing.
Yeah.
And
well, that's not necessarily true.
Yes, it is. Mixed with a whole generation that doesn't want to accept responsibility for their actions.
Yes.
All of a sudden, it's, oh, well, my kid is special and the teacher's wrong. Or
my
kid's special and the state's wrong.
Correct.
The government needs to fix this.
Right.
No.
And then you get a whole group of idiots together. Then you get a whole group of idiots together that are like, yeah, burn the churches, burn the steeples. That's what's going to fix society. Burn it to the ground. And then you're like, and then all the idiots are out there trying to burn their own house to the fucking ground. Like, oh, this is what's going to do us. This is what's going to fix our life is we burn our own house to the ground. If we burn our own businesses to the ground. We burn our own neighborhood. Right. You know what I mean? And that's essentially, and I feel like that in our system, that's what we have right now. Is mommy is on one side, and she's burning the house down. Daddy's on the other side of the house, and he's burning the house down. And we're the kids in the middle, going, "Yo, why are you guys burning the fucking house down when we're supposedly trying to build a house and be a family in it?"
Right.
I don't think that's exactly what's happening, but it's close. I think our entire existence in this country, mommy and daddy have been burning the house down, and now I think Uncle Donald has come over to the house and said, "Hey, I don't like this," and now mommy and daddy
just keep your bullshit.
The whole family over to burn
keep that bullshit over there. All right. Okay. Keep that bullshit over there. We can keep the conversation very general, like the rules are state.
Steve, Saturday, you got as much. I'm gonna have to jump in on next week with you because, mind you, I mean, I'm still like maybe about a week since my marriage, and I just don't need my camera on right now, so I'm gonna let you guys go and I'll join up with you next week if you don't mind.
Yep, that's fine. The show's over anyways.
All right, fellas.
So make sure to say goodbye. Peace. I'm your boy King Saturn, the Audio God. Come back next Wednesday for another enjoying installment of Stephen King's CreepShow.
If we can call it that on Twitch.
Yeah, we can. We got to put CreepShow together, and then it doesn't flag it, I guess. But if it's
Steve right, check me out on all platforms.
That's right. Let them know, Toph, where they can find you.
Yeah, that dude Toph, Google, wherever, man, just all platforms. I'm not that dude Toph, all one word.
You guys already know where to find me, King Saturday Audio God on Instagram and the Audio Gods on YouTube and everywhere else. You can find me on your mom. We're out. Peace. All right, guys. Thanks for the show. Peace.
Later.